Greetings Longleat, and thank you for choosing to watch this video. I promise it will be worth your while. First things first, allow me to introduce ourselves. My name is James Logarth. I am the Managing Director, which you can quite clearly tell because I'm wearing this waistcoat and I have this badge.
I'm John Smith, the Technical Director.
It is I, Lex Luthor, the lead developer.
Hi, I'm Peter Parker. And I am Tony Stark, we are the junior developers.
My name is Bruce Wayne, and I am Luke Cage, and we are the company artists. We are apt to learn, and we are here to tell you why you need us to create your perfect app. Apt to Learn is a company that specialises in the creation of educational and learning apps, with particular expertise in the areas of natural history and wildlife. We've created several apps for several big businesses, including but not limited to the Natural History Museum, the Worldwide Fund for Nature, and Mile World Zoo. For big adventures, we have identified and defined the target demographic to consist of three main audiences. The first and foremost audience is children aged 8 to 11 within the key stage 2 phase of their education. Now, in order to have us create engagement with the children, the app must contain many different activities that are fun and interesting. These activities need to hide the fact that they are in fact educating the children on the animals around the park, because as we all know, children are much more willing to learn stuff if they don't know they are doing it. The second target audience is the parents of the children. Parents will be encouraged by the fact that the app helps to teach their children about big cats, but it also gives the children a distraction to keep them entertained. It acts as an interactive map about the park and what they can do there, encouraging them to take their children there as a family day out. The final target audience are the teachers of the children themselves. The app will provide teachers with learning activities that can be used in the classroom as well as on the app itself. It also will give them the opportunity to potentially use it as a treat to encourage the kids to work harder during the lessons if they enjoy it in the end.
In order to help prepare for this project, we have been performing some market research. First, we started by looking at competing apps in the field. Two such apps are the Chester Zoo app and the San Diego Living Legends app. Now, these two apps are good examples of different aspects that we will be including in the Big Cat Adventures app. The Chester Zoo app acts as a companion app to the zoo, giving information about the zoo and the animals themselves. The home screen contains a list of information about what is going on at the zoo, as well as how to book tickets. The navigation shows that all the other items in the app are more of the same kind of details about the zoo. It also contains a feature called Animal Collection, which allows the user to collect achievements by locating the animals in the zoo in order to unlock them in the app. This is different to the San Diego Zoo Living Legends app, which takes the form of a puzzle game. This app takes a different approach to the Chester Zoo app. It contains a page called Animal Stories, which contains information about the animals of the zoo. Its main feature, however, is a game that gives information about the animals in the form of text at the level's start. After researching these and many other apps like it, we feel we can produce an app that will have an edge over its competitors.
For the app, we have come up with some mock-up designs. The first of which is the home navigation, which will allow for access for all other pages within the app via pressing the button related to the page. You can also toggle sound with the mute button. The next page is the 3D models page. These will contain 4 different animal models, each with 3 different animations. The animal model to display can be chosen from the 4 buttons displayed by the animals, whereas the animations to display can be found by the number 1, 2 and 3 buttons. The page will also include an info button to give information about the current animal and animation, along with a button to hear the animals cry. The interactive landscape page will consist of a 3D environment that can be navigated in a similar method to Google Street View. Pressing the arrow keys will allow shifting to a different position in the environment. There will be 2D fact signposts all around the environment that when pressed will give information about that environment. There will also be 2D images of cats that can also be pressed to receive information about them. The reason for the difference of 2D and 3D is to help show what can and can't be pressed. All the information will be fully voiced with a mute button available if wished. The Learning Activities page will contain a series of learning activities that can be downloaded and used offline or in the classroom. These activities will be a word search, some colouring in sheets, some code breaking puzzles, and some quiz sheets. They will be made with input from an educational consultant. The app will be built with our own in-house engine that compiles for both Android and iOS. This allows us to keep the costs down by not needing to pay for continuous use of an engine. The videos page will consist simply of 3 buttons, one for each type of animal. This will allow access to the 3 2-minute videos for the big cat species, along with behind the scenes footage and keeper interviews. As for the 2D game aspect, the main page of the 2D game will be its home screen. This will include 2 buttons, one to start the game and the other to see the user's high scores. The game will be the main selling point of the app as it is what appeals most to children. It is a simple 2D side-scrolling game called Big Cat on the Loose. Now, there will be 3 levels of the game where the player must run along the 2D map chasing the escaped cat, each level being a different type of cat. The player will have to either jump or duck to avoid the obstacles. They can also try to collect power-ups. Upon collecting these, they will be asked a question about the current cat they are chasing. If the player answers this correctly, then the trap is placed in front of the cat, causing it to slow down and be closer to catch. The game is timed and the player gets given a score at the end, the top 5 of which are stored on the device. The game is intended to be quite simple to play and that reinforces knowledge and understanding. The Safari map page will be an interactive map of the drive-through safari at Longleat. You will be able to get more information about the parts of the map by simply pressing them. These will give you facts about the animals in the section. You can also find out other information about things such as what is going on in the African village. For your app, we have decided to include 2 additional features: augmented reality plaques and top trumps. The first additional feature is augmented reality plaques. There will be QR codes placed around the park that act as a kind of a scavenger hunt. The QR codes are in fact AR QR codes that when you view it within the app will display a 3D model of a big cat on top of the camera input. There are clues to their location within the app, and if they can collect all the QR codes, they will get a certificate, either in the form of a downloadable PDF or collectible from a point in the park if you feel wish. Now the second additional feature is Top Trumps. This will be a simple Top Trumps-like game that requires 2 players with an app each. Each player has a randomly shuffled deck and they have to challenge each other's stats to determine the winner of the fight. The game will also have helps / rules, a button to reset the deck and score, an offline download of a PDF of the deck if the user wishes to print it off and use it as an actual deck of cards. This will help teach the user about the cats as they play the game. Now for the super exciting stuff, the finance. I'm going to start by giving you an overall cost of the project, followed by a nice little breakdown of what this actually is applied to. The overall cost of the project for you comes to a total of £216,448.40, including VAT. Now this can be broken down into the total project costs, contingency, VAT, and of course some profit for us. After all, even though we are wonderful people, we are still a business at the end of the day and we kind of need it. The total cost of the project is £133,610.12, which is made up of 6 different parts. The employed staff costs are £74,534.09. The freelancer costs are at £26,410. The business infrastructure overhead costs are at £19,586.85. The business IT overhead costs are at £9,419.18. The project-specific direct costs are £1,900, and the travel, accommodation and subsistence costs are at £1,760. Now, we've set the contingency of the project to be 20% of the total project costs, and the project is going to give us 15% of that total project costs. This brings us up to £180,373.66. When we include VAT, we get the overall cost of this project to be a total of £216,448.40, including the VAT. So to end, here are the main reasons that we feel confident that you will make the right decision as to who we'll award this contract to.
We go to great lengths to make sure that the product clicks with the target market.
Our additional features will help give the app a unique selling point. We have the expertise to make the app, and all the features that are requested. We care about our products, and an excellent track record with other big educational businesses. But don't just take our word for it, listen to one of our satisfied clients.